Good evening, and welcome to Fliptv News. I'm Christian Chiku. Let's take a look at the top headlines. On 2023 presidential campaign, Atiku, Saraki, Ayim, others face PDP Screening Panel. Ex-Abia Deputy Speaker in court to stop PDP primaries. Nigerian filmmaker wanted for $1 million fraud. Wife jailed. FaniKayode reveals who will win PDP primaries. Lagos State makes a U-turn, adjusts Eid al-Fitr holiday. And foreign news: Indonesia suspends global palm oil imports. Let's take a look at the news in detail. Some of the presidential aspirants on the platform of the People's Democratic Party on Friday faced the screening panel of the party. PDP's Presidential Screening Committee is chaired by former Senate President David Mark. Those already screened include Atiku Abubakar, Bukola Saraki, Governor, Nyesom Wike, Ayim, and Nwachukwu Anakwinze. Now the ex-Abia Deputy Speaker in court to stop PDP's primary. A former Deputy Speaker of the Abia State House of Assembly, Cosmas Ndukwe, has approached a federal high court in a bid to stop the presidential primary election of the People's Democratic Party, scheduled to hold on May 28th. He asked the court sitting in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, to stop the PDP's presidential primary because the party has not zoned its ticket to the southeast. Ndukwe, through his lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Paul Erokoro, made a plea in an ex-parte application marked FHC ABJCS 508-2022 filed at the court, presided by Justice Donatus Okorowo. The application was, however, challenged by counsel to the main opposition party, Agu Kalu, who urged the judge not to grant the request of the plaintiff. Justice Okorowo, on his part, fixed Thursday next week as the hearing of the suit after considering the argument by the counsel to the PDP. At the adjourned date, the main opposition party will be expected to show cause why the application should not be granted. There have been controversy and debates over where the party's presidential candidate should emerge. This followed the inauguration of the party's zoning committee by its National Working Committee on March 24th, amid calls that the PDP should zone its presidential ticket to the southern region of the country. A Nigerian filmmaker and owner of Nevada Bridge Productions, Neville, has been declared wanted by police in the United States for alleged $1 million fraud. Neville was declared wanted in Northern District of Georgia in the United States of America after being indicted by a grand jury on 2 counts of bank fraud and 2 counts of aggravated identity theft. His wife, Evie Shevon Sajere, has already been sentenced for her role in a conspiracy that defrauded the Social Security Administration and the Federal Emergency Management Agency out of nearly $1 million. The conspiracy involved the false filing of thousands of online applications for SSA retirement benefits and FEMA disaster benefits using stolen personal information. This was a massive fraud that impacted 2 government agencies and harmed thousands of victims across the country whose identities were stolen. Sajere's prison sentence is the culmination of a complicated investigation and prosecution and serves as a cautionary tale to other fraudsters similarly minded. The sentence holds Sajere accountable for her role in this complex conspiracy to defraud the Social Security Administration alone of nearly $700,000. She stole personal information of innocent people and used it to defraud the SSA by abusing its online services. Now to FaniKayode. Controversial Nigerian politician and APC chieftain Femi FaniKayode has stated his position on how the 2023 presidential primaries of the APC and the PDP will play out. FaniKayode, in a tweet via his official Twitter handle on Thursday, April 28, predicted that the opposition party PDP's presidential aspirant Atiku Abubakar will emerge victorious at the party's primaries ahead of Governor Nyesom Wike, Senator Bukola Saraki, and Ayodele Fayose. He added that the emergence of Atiku will leave the ruling party APC no choice but to field a northern candidate. FaniKayode further backed his assertions with the fact that politics is a game of numbers and a northern candidate from both will amount to an equal battle. He said the truth is that Atiku is likely to win the presidential primaries in the official PDP party, given that the only way APC can win by fielding a northern candidate, whether anyone likes it or not. This is the truth. Politics is a game of numbers. Take it or leave it. On Lagos State adjusting the holidays, the Lagos State government said it only approved May 2nd and 3rd as public holidays to celebrate the 2022 International Workers' Day and the Eid al-Fitr celebrations. The government also told workers in the Center of Excellence to disregard its earlier circular, which approved 3 straight days as public holidays. The head of service in the state, Hakim Muri Okunola, in a circular to workers dated April 27, 2022, had approved May 2nd to 4th as public holidays. However, upon the declaration by the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, that May 2nd to 3rd were approved, the Lagos House of Assembly made a U-turn and approved the same, urging workers to disregard the first circular. In the second circular, the Lagos House of Assembly said public servants in the state are therefore to disregard the resumption date stated in the circular. Note that work resumes on Wednesday, 4th of May 2022 at 8 a.m. prompt. Now to foreign news. Indonesia began imposing a complete ban on palm oil exports Thursday as the world's biggest producer of the commodity risked destabilizing a global vegetable oil market already hitting peak prices. The archipelago nation is facing a shortage of domestic supplies of cooking oil and soaring prices, with consumers in several cities having to wait for hours in front of distribution centers to buy the essential commodity at subsidized rates. The authorities in Southeast Asia's most populous country fear the scarcity and rising costs would provoke social tensions and have moved to secure supplies of the product, which is used in a range of goods such as chocolate spreads and cosmetics. In a last-minute reversal late Wednesday, they clarified the embargo would include all exports of the oil seed and not only products intended for edible oils, as indicated a day earlier. A vendor packed vegetable oil at a traditional market in Medan on April 28. All products, including crude palm oil, are covered by the Ministry of Trade Regulation and will be enforced, said Coordinating Minister for Economic Affairs Arilanga Hartato. President Joko Widodo said supplying the country's 270 million residents was the highest priority of his government. As the world's largest palm oil producer, it is ironic that we are having difficulties getting cooking oil, he said. Indonesia produces about 60% of the world's palm oil, with 1/3 consumed by its domestic market. India, China, the European Union, and Pakistan are amongst its major export consumers and customers. We've come to the end of Fliptv News. Hope you enjoyed the report. Thanks for watching. I am Christian Chuku.